Okay, hello, and welcome back to another My Team episode. Today you join me for the British Grand Prix, which is also my home Grand Prix. And it's Pierre's first race with us, which, fingers crossed, he can do good, because I can't lie, I'm not very good on this track. But I keep it because it's my home one. It's the same way I keep Monaco. I hate Monaco. I hate driving it. But I keep it because it's Monaco. So, hopefully Pierre can do well. Hopefully we can do alright, looking at like P5, P6. But qualifying I'm not too hopeful for, especially seeing as it's wet. I looked at the forecast and I'm going to play a risk here and wait right till the end of qualifying and just do one quick lap on the softs, because that's when we should be able to go out on them. As you can see here, it's pretty much dry now, but we're not gonna risk anything. And we're going to go across the line, and it's not looking good. It's looking like P18 there.
We return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone, and it's time for the British Grand Prix. Silverstone circuit then. It's 3.6 miles long and has a total of 18 corners. And of course, is no stranger to the rain. There won't be any DRS available in these conditions, but the Wellington and Hangar Straights are still good opportunities to tuck into the slipstream and make a pass. Anthony Davidson joins me again for the race today. Let's talk about Reed. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. A fantastic effort from Pierre Gasly yesterday puts him on pole, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Ricciardo, Sainz, Norris and Yuki Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Raikkonen, Esteban Ocon and Stroll, Matsushita, Aitken, Daniel Ticktum and George Russell, Reed, Mick Schumacher, Latifi and Nikita Mazepin. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Don't take unnecessary risks.
I realised one of the reasons why we qualified so bad, because in Austria I did 110 AI and I forgot to turn it back down, so this is a 110 AI race. Oh Jesus, that's not fun. We just have to hope then that we can gain some positions on the opening laps, but we're starting P19. So we're as good as dead, really. You know, we just got to try and stay alive. I mean, Schumacher's behind us, our old teammate, who we did just... Actually, no, we didn't let him go. He let himself go. So, anyways, we're going to do a one-stopper onto another set of inters, because it doesn't look like the rain's going to clear by the end of the race, but we'll see. We might be able to get onto some mediums by the end of it. We've got Russell ahead. Schumacher behind to 5 red lights. We're underway. We have ERS deployed and it's not undeploying. I'm spamming the button to turn it off. I'm spamming my button, but it's not turning off. I think our ERS might be stuck. Oh shite. That's really not good. We're literally not going to be able to make any moves really on people. Talking about not making moves then, Matsushita and Ticktum ahead of us. Obviously we've got max ERS on the straights. So we're going to go for a drag race between them three. And we're going to make it out behind them. Actually no, we're going to make it out ahead of them. Cool. We have to brake a little bit early, because obviously with ERS, it's a bit dodgy. We just get now right ahead to lap 7, because nothing has happened. It's literally just been the exact same every single lap. I get all the way till the Hangar Straight and then my ERS runs out. Lap 8 then, Aikens just hit into us on the hangar straight. Then going into Stowe, turn 15. We've been hit by Matsushita, who's pushed us into Aiken. Or is that Tictum? No, that's Tictum. Sent Tictum flying. We go for a dive down the inside of Matsushita just as the safety car is deployed. Oh my god. That was the riskiest overtake I've ever seen.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Right. We're pitting this lap then. We've only just managed to shave off enough speed to get into the pits and also to not get a drive-through penalty. We were about 0.2 seconds away from getting that drive-through for speeding under safety car, but I know how the game works. As long as I can get in the pits before it's done, then we'll be all good. Ow. We got some front wing damage, obviously, probably from the first couple of laps with contact with Matsushita. But so does he, I think, when he just hit into us then, because we are now still out ahead of him, even after a 6.3. That's a really good stop for front wing damage, to be fair. But yeah, he also had front wing damage, I'm assuming, from when he caused the safety car by hitting us into Aiken. And Aiken just goes, whee! I don't know why I did that. Lap 12 then, safety car is in. We're going to be behind the hat of Nikita Mazepin. We might try a cheeky little move down the inside of turn 16. And we're going to go for it, and we go for it, and it sticks. Oh, I love doing that. You don't even understand. Lap 13 then, Mazepin and Matsushita fighting behind us. The two Canadians ahead. But, like I've said before, with this ERS stuck open in the wet, we're kind of done for. Luckily it's in the wet. If this was in the dry, I would have just retired by now. Into Cops then, we go for a move on the Latifi, we can't make it stick, hit into his rear right there, no damage. We go for a move on the inside of Maggots and Beckett's. Very nicely manoeuvred there. Just a little switchback down the straight. As we move onto the hangar straight then, ERS has been used up like it always does. Schumacher and Stroll are battling then. That's quite cool to see. You don't normally get AI battle, but I guess that's probably because, I don't know. Schumacher's in the pits then, so we're up into P16. And we're going to try and just slowly build up positions as they all pit, because they didn't pit under safety car because they're little morons. Talking about not pitting under safety car then, George Russell, the lap after his teammate goes into the pits. That's going to put us up into P15. Whether anyone else has joined him in there, I'm not too sure. Raikkonen and Norris.
That's P15.
Raikkonen, I don't like seeing Raikkonen in Alpha Tauri. It's weird. We made it up into P9.
Catch up with the car ahead.
Holy hell.
Around 5 seconds.
Well, Gasly's caught up to Matsushita. Oh my god. He's caught up to him. We have managed to keep P9. And we're going to try and keep P9. Or try and keep in the points for as long as humanly possible. Gasly's behind us then. So as we exit Copse, I'm going to pull to the right hand side of the track to let Gasly pass, because he has a higher chance of scoring higher points than we do, because he does not have his ERS stuck open, and he can also drive this track. I cannot. Lap 19 then, down the hangar straight, Bottas on one side, Matsushita on the other, battling, banging me around there. Bottas on his rear right, just pushing me across.
Okay, clear.
Nearly lost it. Sainz and Norris then, going to replicate that on lap 21. Okay, Norris won't. Sainz hits into me a little bit there. Or maybe I hit into him, I'm not sure. Matsushita's out. Oh, safety car's been deployed. Okay. We're in P10. Safety car's been deployed. Sainz and Norris are still somehow trying to battle it out. I don't really know. We're green flagged then on lap 24. On to 25. With 2 laps remaining, I just have to fend off Lando Norris for as long as humanly possible and hope for the best, really. There's not much we can do here. We just need to not lose focus and make sure he stays behind us. Obviously with this whole race we haven't had any DRS, which is really good. Norris goes for a move to the left hand side into the Stowe. Oh my god. We go for a dive manoeuvre down into the chicane. I keep forgetting what the chicane's called. Into the chicane. We go for a dive manoeuvre on Norris. We get it. We get it through. And we've stuck it.
This is your final lap.
Final lap. We're still in P10. Fighting for that individual point. But with no ERS going into the hangar straight, it is going to be difficult to defend. They're going to have to weave. We're fine because we're just breaking toe. We're not like pushing them off. So it's completely within regulation. Don't worry. I know that. Don't complain at me. Lewis Hamilton, you're a race winner then. But coming into the final couple of corners, 2 to go, 1 to go. Rounding off the final corner and crossing the line in P10.
Okay,
which is pretty shite.
Bring it home.
Oh, if what? The ER, and now the ERS comes off. I was really hoping that a pit stop would reset it, but it didn't. So that was a fluke of a race. Home race shambles, as some would say. I would say. Because that's what the title is going to be, because it's a good title. It really is.
Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
It's a heroic effort for any driver to race in conditions like these, and seeing them fight their way to the front was very special indeed. They were able to find all the grip, all the good lines, and had the confidence to get on the power to top it all off. That's what pushed them into first place here today.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Well then, for the first race in quite a while, there hasn't been someone on our team up on the podium. Very interesting indeed. That doesn't happen too often. It's the way it goes. You know, you win some, you lose some. And we lost this one substantially. Very substantially. Pierre finished P6 with fastest laps and 9 points for him, and we get 1, so that's 10 in the Constructors. It's a shame, because Gasly threw away that win. He started P1, he could have finished P1, but we move. You win some, you lose some, like I said before. But anyways, thank you for joining me for this one. I know it was a shite race, but yeah, it happens. I hope to see you next time for the Hungarian Grand Prix.